Okay, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me clearly, just put a thumbs up. All right. So today I will continue week 2, the part 2, and week 3 practical exercise. Right. But before that, just a gentle reminder. Today you have the practical test. So your group is S2G8 1:30 to 3:30. Okay. So without delay, just continue the week 2 questions. So week 2, the day we discuss question 2, right, up to the measures of variability. Today we'll continue measures of shapes and question 3, question 4, right? So go to your data set, right? So referring to what we have done last week. So we stop here, calculate the percentile, quartile, right? So now we go variability. So now we continue measure of shapes. So measure of shapes, we want to calculate the skewness. That means we want to look at normal or not normal, right? So since the formula, Excel formula, we already log the data range. Remember the revenue, right? Column P is a revenue. Data range, we refix it. We can just copy the formula, right? And then just change to skewed. Okay, so you got skewed and skewed.p. We use skewed, all right, not skewed.p. P is a population. So since the question didn't mention its population, we assume it's the sample. Okay, we assume it's a sample. So we always assume sample unless it's stated, okay, it's all the students, all the customer, and so on, right? So we use skewed. Okay, then enter. So skewed, you can see the value is positive or negative. If the value is positive, then you can say the revenue is skewed to the right or positively skewed. Okay. So for the kurtosis, right, we copy the formula and just change to KURT, KURT, right? So please complete these two. Right. So next we continue question 3. By using a suitable graph, present the revenue of customer, interpret the graph. So we're going to present graph. So revenue is numerical variable. So for numerical variable, you can use histogram or box plot. Okay. So go back to data. Okay, I'm going to show you how to create histogram and box plot. Okay, so we're going to follow the step here. First, you highlight the data range, then go to insert, and then choose a recommend chart, all charts, and histogram. Okay, so I'm going to show you the step. So first, go to the data. This is a revenue data, right? Don't click here. When you click here, means you highlight the whole column, include the blank one. So we only want the data. Okay, so we click the header, Control Shift down. Right, I show you how to highlight the whole column. Use the shortcut key, Control Shift down. Press at the same time. Right, then go to Insert. Okay, recommended chart. And then all charts. Okay, we want histogram, so you look for histogram. Okay, so this histogram, then click OK. So when you click OK, you get this chart. So first thing you have to change the chart title. Okay, rename it to be histogram of revenue. And then you look at the y-axis here. You don't have the axis label, right? And also your x-axis. Okay, make it smaller. See, you don't have the y-axis and x-axis label. So you go to this plus icon. Okay, make sure you tick axis label. Okay, then you rename it. Right? And take note, we don't use the data labels. For histogram, never use data labels because it's too messy. Okay, don't use this. Okay, so like this. Right? So give you 5 minutes to do it. Okay, give you 5 minutes to create this histogram. Then rename it, and then you need to interpret. Okay, so you can see this histogram is skewed to the right. So you can say the histogram show the revenue is skewed to the right. Okay, or you can say positively skewed. Right, so I give you 5 minutes to complete this chart. So let's say this part, yeah, because this one I already adjust. So original, let's say is like this. The font size is too large and it didn't display properly. So you just click here. You see, when you click, you become a rectangle box, right? So click here, go to the font size and change to smaller font size, right? You can change to smaller font size. Yeah, this one cannot display all as well. So you can just do smaller font size. Okay. So please complete this plot. Okay, please complete this plot. Any question? You just unmute yourself and ask me directly. Any questions?
Miss,
Yes.
the question to the last part measure of shape, or I've missed it. Can you repeat again?
The shape,
Yeah.
the skewness.
Yes.
Okay. Skewness, you just use the function skew. For kurtosis, is kur. Okay. So the same data range, that means you highlight the revenue data range. So I just copy from the previous one, right? Since we locked the data range, yeah, you can just change to skewed and kur.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So after your class, I will post this recording. Class I didn't record, right? I think some students give feedback to FLB, you need recording video, but I will provide only after I finish. You need to attend the class, right? Recording video is for those slow learner. You want to watch again the video, right? 1 week 2, but week 1 week 2 I didn't record, so I will use the lecturer video. I will post the link in the announcement. Okay. All right. So any questions? I think should be no problem, right? Okay, next we're going to perform box plot. So we repeat the same step here. Insert recommended chart or chart, but we choose box plot, right? We choose box plot. Okay, let me show you. So first, highlight revenue, insert recommended chart or charts. Okay, we look for box plot. Okay, so actually they don't call it box plot here, they call it box and whisker. Okay, box and whisker. Then you click OK. So it's quite straightforward, right? You just choose what plot you want to construct. Okay. So as I mentioned here, you don't have the axis label, so you just go here, axis. Okay, so this is revenue. So this is box revenue. All right. But here you see you got one here. This one you need to remove. How to remove? You click at this one, then you come out this. So you go to keyboard, delete. Okay. And this x-axis you don't need, so you just delete. So you just need the chart title and then you rename it. Okay. So you get something like this. Right. Okay, so you need to interpret the plot as well. So the plot show, so you can see all this point is considered outliers. So any data point out of this upper, we call it upper UCL, okay? And this is LCL, the lower boundary, okay? That is considered. You don't have low outliers. You only have high outliers. Okay, so there are many points. So we say the box plot show there are many outliers in data. So from here you could see the values here, smallest to largest, right? That means the outliers, the data is okay. That means it's positively skewed. Okay, skewed to the right, like what we observe in histogram. Okay, and take note the box you outliers, and you can also point here, you get the value. So this line is represent first quarter 0.84. So you can check here. Remember, we calculate Q1 here, right? 6.84. And the point here, right? 6.84. So this line is a Q2, 11.25. Okay, compare here. 3, okay, Q3. So this 17.37 is a Q3. And you can see this cross is your mean, 13, right? We also calculate previously, 13 mean, okay? And you have the lower value, the minimum value. Yeah, this is a minimum value, 0.53, okay? Check here, minimum value. Maximum is this point, 56.70. Okay, so this is box plot. So then you complete the box plot, and yeah, this is just suggestion answer. Okay, you no need to follow exactly like this. As long as you can say there are few outliers and it's on the right side, or you can say the box plot show the revenue data is skewed to the right or positively skewed. That's fine. Right. So the rest is additional. You can say Q1, Q2, Q3 is additional information you can get from the box plot. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to complete this. Okay. Question 3. Right. Now we move to question 4. From US population by category data, population over the years by gender and category. Okay, comment on the graph. Right. So go to data question 4. So we're going to create this time series plot. So your data only 3 columns, right? Like this, right? Year, male and female. So you can see your data here. You got the year is a time component. Put the time component like monthly data, yearly data, right? Quarterly data. So it's considered time series plot. So for time series plot, right? So repeat the same step, highlight the data, insert recommended chart, choose line. Okay, so when you choose line chart, you can see here got 3 types, right? So you have to check which one is correct one. As it is 135 is wrong because we want X as it represent years, right? So you look at the second one. Okay, the X as it show year, right? Yeah, so this is correct. So the third one, okay, you can see the X as it show male and female. So this is the correct one. So you click the second plot here, then click OK. So when you click OK, as usual, rename the chart. Okay, you don't have the y-axis and x-axis, right? So go to Add Chart Element, axis title. Okay. Legend. Right, for this legend this one, you can choose you want to be placed on right, on top, on left. Okay, it's up to you where you want to place it. Right? So you rename it. Okay, so you label it. So this is US population over the years by gender. Right. Then you have labor, year, and population here. So how to comment? This is just suggestion. So importantly, you must comment on this male and female population over the years, right? So from here, you can observe, you can show that both male and female population in US over the years is increasing trend, or is linear trend, linear increasing trend, or you can say upward trend is going up. Okay, and what you observe here, red color is higher, right? Red color is female, so female population is higher than over the years. Okay, over the years. So you can just interpret in simple words, right? Okay, so please 5 minutes before we go to week 3 questions. Any questions? Yeah, you just unmute yourself, ask me, right? Okay. Right, now we go to week 3. Okay, you can download from the GC Google Classroom week 3 questions, and so the data set something like this. Oh, okay. So before we go to week 3, I'll go back to week 2. Okay, actually, shortcut way, okay, to calculate all these measures, statistical measures, mean, mode, median, range. So there is a short calculate rather using formula one by one. Okay, we'll go back to week 2 data first. Okay, go back to week 2 data, the revenue data. So rather calculate using formula one by one, we can use data analysis tools. So you go to this data tab. Go to this data tab. Can you see data analysis here? Okay, can you see data analysis? So then you put thumbs up. If you cannot see data analysis, then you put thumbs down. Okay, so go to this data tab, then click, see you can see data analysis or not. Yeah, you can see data analysis, then you put thumbs up. If you cannot see data analysis, then you put thumbs down. Okay, all right. So this data analysis, you need to add ins, right? Actually, in your lecture notes, there is a step to show you. But anyway, I will show you step by step. You can write down somewhere, take note, right? Okay, go to File, More, Option. Okay, go to the File, More, Option. So when you go to the option, you can see add-ins here. So you click add-ins. So when you click add-ins, you can see two such active application and inactive application. Right? I can see my data analysis because my analysis toolpack is under active application. Right? So for those you can't see the data analysis, means it's under inactive. So you want to activate it. So how to activate it? Okay, can you see this manage? Okay, make sure you choose Excel add-ins. Okay, make sure you choose Excel add-ins. Click go and make sure you tick analysis toolpath. Okay, go to add-ins, Excel add-in, click go, and then analysis toolpath, then click OK. Then you can just click any other tab, then go back to data, and you can see analysis, data analysis. So when you click on this data analysis, it will show you there are fields, right? A series of the analysis tools here, right? So we go to descriptive statistic. Okay, go to descriptive statistic, click OK. Input range. So we want to analyze revenue, right? Okay, so we highlight with the label. So you can see here P1 to P14,060. So group by column, that means our data is column, correct? Labels in first row. Okay, I include the label, right? Just on the revenue. You see, I start from P1. Yes. So I tick. Let's say you didn't highlight the header, right? You're not including first row, then you untick. Okay. Here I tick because I always include the label. So I always tick labels in first row. Okay, so by default, the output will go to the new spreadsheet. And just let it be, don't change anything. And then make sure you tick summary statistic. Okay, summary statistic. Right, click OK. So you will go to new spreadsheet here. So you can see you have analyzed the summary statistic for revenue, right? So you got the mean value, you got the median, you got the mode, got standard deviation, kurtosis, skewness, and so on, right? Yeah. So actually, you see, it's very convenient, very efficient, right? Yeah. You get everything without calculate one by one like what we do previously, right? Previously, we calculate one by one. Okay. Unless the question asks you just find the mean or median, just one. But if the question asks you to find few measures, then you use descriptive statistic. All right. Okay, any questions? Okay, now we go to week 3. Okay, week 3, we download the data set. So question 1, identify the missing value in variable history. Okay. So you see, this is your data, right? So history is here. So you can see NA. NA means not available. Okay, means missing value. So we want to count how many missing value. So you recall last lesson, you learned about count if, right? Calculate how many male, how many female, right? Yeah. Same formula, count if, but the criteria here is NA. You want to count how many not available, right? So you can type count if, and then range is your data range, which is your history. So you download the data history. You can see I highlight start from I2, don't include header. When you count, you only count the data, not the header. Take note. Then the criteria is NA because I want to count how many not available. So this formula I display here. Okay, I display the formula here. Right. And you can see the second row I write filter. Okay, I write filter. This is another method. Okay. So let's say you don't want to use formula to calculate it. You can use filter function. So filter, you can filter the NA only. So how to do filter function? You can click at any header. Then go to data filter. So when you click filter for the history, okay, see, select all, right? You untick. You only select NA because you want to count how many NA for this history variable, right? So click OK. Okay, you want to count how many? So you can just do, oh, why not responding? Okay, yeah. So start from here, don't include header. Okay, you highlight whole data set. Okay, no, highlight the what do you call it? History only, history. You see, when you highlight, it count. Can read bottom here. Count 303. Okay, 303. So the answer here 303 is the same answer that you use a count if function, right? You get the same answer. Okay, unfilter it. Okay, when you unfilter, return back. So you get the same answer. Okay. So for the question 2, identify the missing value in the amount spent. So in the amount spent is a column Q here, right? Yeah. You repeat the same step. Count if, criteria also, and A. Then you found the value is 0. 0 means not a no missing value. Otherwise, if you use filter, you can see all the values display, right? There's no NA. So means no missing value. Okay, any questions for this question 1 and 2? Any questions? So far, any questions? No question, then I continue question 3. Right? So question 3 and 4, you can see, plot a suitable graph and determine whether there are outliers in the amount spent. That means you're going to construct box plot. When you say outliers, that means you need to perform box plot for amount spent. Okay. For question 4, using box plot, determine there is outliers. Here mentioned box plot. So actually, when you see the word outliers, you know you have to use box plot. Okay, so you perform the box plot for amount spent and also salary, like what we done in the week 3 just now. Okay, so you highlight data, insert charts, right? Okay, so I just show you, you get something like this. Okay, so you get the box plot for amount spent here, right? Yeah, you label it, everything. So comments, how you comment? Here you can see outliers, right? So you can see outliers here. So you can say there are few outliers, okay? Or you can say the box plot show the outliers is on the higher side and show skewed to the right. Similar comments lah. Just now for question week 2, right? Yeah, same comment. Right? Then you perform the box plot for salary. So for salary, only 1 point. So your comment, very simple. Just say there's only 1 outliers for salary. Okay. So please complete these 2 questions. Now it's quite straightforward, right? You just perform box plot, then look at the outliers, and then you just comment how many outliers and is skewed to the right or left. Yeah. Okay, so I give you 5 minutes for this one. So any questions? Okay, any questions? So far, any questions up to here? No questions? Okay, no question. I will continue. Okay, take note. This one you will apply for your assignment, right? Your assignment. You got group assignment. The last assignment. Right. So let me continue. Okay, question 5 and 6, I will do it together. Right? Because pivot table and pivot chart you can construct together. Right? So listen carefully this one. So the age and own home variable are recorded as follows. It's given here. By using pivot table function, create a contingency table of age and own home by count, row percentage, column percentage, and overall percentage. So that means you're going to create table for count. Count means a frequency, right? That means you want to calculate frequency for age and own home. That means you want to know, okay, age you got 1, 2, 3. That means you got age group. Age group 1 is below 20 years old. Then you want to say below 20 years old, own home or not on home, yes or no, right? How many say yes, how many say no, and so on. And then you convert into row percent, convert into column percent, and also overall percentage. Then you visualize the data, right, using the cluster bar charts. Okay, let's do it together. So I will tell you the step. You can take note. All right, you can take note. Then yeah, you can write the note step by step first. Okay, so first, when you want to create the pivot table, you need to remove this filter. First step, you need to highlight the entire data set. Okay, so how to highlight entire data set? Okay, usually I do Control Shift down, right? Remember? Before I use Control Shift now, I need to highlight the header. Okay, header, highlight the header, and then Control Shift down. Okay, you can take note. Okay, and follow my step. Highlight the header, Control Shift down. Okay, then go to Insert. Okay, now you just see, don't do anything, just see what I demo. So if you go Insert, can you see here got pivot table, here you got pivot chart, right? So if let's say you only want pivot table, then you can click this one. If you only want pivot table, then you can click this one. But I'm going to do pivot table and chart together. Okay, so you go to this pivot chart, click this button, drop down button. Can you see pivot chart and pivot table? So if you choose this one, you get both table and chart. More efficient. Okay, more efficient way. So once you click it, you get this pop-up, create pivot table. And you can see the range, the table range is what we highlight just now. So you can see A1 start from here, right? A1 until O1001. Okay, so the data range is correct, right? Then you just click OK. So when you click OK, you get this template. You can see it's blank because you haven't chosen the variable. So now you want to choose the variables. So we want age and own home, right? So first, drag. Okay, you go to age here, drag. Drag. That means you hold your mouse and drag. Hold your mouse and drag to axis. Drag the age to axis. Okay. And then we want own home. So drag, hold your mouse and drag to own home. Own home to the legend here. So you can see legend here is a column actually. Axis here means the row. Okay. So you can see from here, yeah, row is the age. column is the own home. Okay, but you don't have values here, right? Okay, so you drag own homes. Okay, you drag own homes to the values here, but it's display sum. We want count, right? So you click change, go to value field setting. Okay, here is sum, right? Summarize value by sum. So we change to count. Right, so you check, check correct or not. This is age, this is own home, and this one you click into a value field setting, then choose count. Okay, so put the note there. And then click OK. Then you just click outside any cell, right? So you get this pivot table, and this is the pivot charts. Otherwise, when you can create the pivot chart separately. That means let's say you just choose the table here only, right? Pivot table. Then after you create the table, then you highlight, then insert chart, same also lah. But here you can get both together. Okay. So for the chart, as usual, no title, right? So you add the chart title as its label. Okay, like usual, how you do it. Okay. So you can always adjust and make it nicer. Okay. Okay, so this one you call it count. Okay, so this is a count table. Okay. Any questions? So this one show the frequency, the count only, right? So next, the question asks row percentage, column percentage, overall percentage, right? Okay, let's say row percentage. So for row percentage, very easy. You just click this table or you highlight. So you can highlight or just click. You can just click and then copy, paste. So you just copy, paste. After you paste it, you can click any cell. You just right click, show values. Okay. Choose, you want row percent, choose row percent. Then you want column, then choose column. You want overall percent, that means you choose grand total. Okay. So please write down the steps here. Okay, so this row percent. So row percent, you can see 100% here is each row is 100%. This is called row percent. So let's say you want column percent. So same thing. You copy, paste. And then click at any cell, any cell here, show values, column. So column like this, right? Column. Yeah. You can see column is 100%. Then you have overall percent. So overall percent, repeat, copy paste, right click, show value, grand total. So for the overall percent, you only have 100 here. Okay? Only 100 here. Right? So this is how you create the pivot table. Okay? So for question 6, visualize data percentage overall. Okay, percentage overall, right? That means we want the overall, this one. So you click, you can go to insert, repeat the same step, recommended chart, right? Recommended chart, when you click show, okay, we want cluster, right? Cluster. So click OK. So you get this cluster plot, right? It's in percentage, but you don't have the axis title, right? So you just add it. Okay, and you want to make it more reflex, right? So here you can call bar charts of home own, right? Own home by each group. Okay. So in our case here, okay, this one is changed to send. So this is a each group, right? 1, 2, 3 each group. So let's say you want to make it more reflect. Okay, more reflect. What is 1? What is 2? What is 3? You refer back your questions here. 1 is below 20. 2 is 21 to 40. 3 is above 40, right? On home, 1 is yes, 2 is 0. Okay, so you want to change the label, you have to go back to the table. So this one is below 20, right? So you just cut below 20. So you can see it will display here, right? So this one, 21 to 40 example. Then this is above 40, right? So 0 is no, 1 is yes. So you change here, it will reflect here. Can you see? So this is your table. So if you got this one, means you just drag. Okay. So any questions for this week 3 exercise? So make sure you practice. Okay, make sure you practice this one. And basically next week, I will start week 4. But before that, I will maybe 15 minutes to go through this week 3 if you've got any question to ask me. Right? So any more questions? Any question, you can just unmute yourself and ask me. If no question, I'll end the session early today because later you have test, right? Your practical test, right? Okay, so you can take your time. Your test will start. I think your session is what time? Let me check. Your session, you set 12:30, right? Yeah. So yeah, you got some time. You can go to take your lunch before you start. All right? Yeah, 1:30. Okay. So if no question, I end the session. All right. Thank you and see you next week. Bye bye.